how red we are.
Hi, art friends.
Hello, art friends. Why are we so red?
I'm not really sure. We'll just have to roll with it.
I just ran through the house, but I didn't think I was that unfit. I'm so red.
You don't look red in real life. Anywho, this is Adam's idea for a video because it's Adam's birthday approaching again soon.
Maybe that's why I'm so embarrassed.
Adam's birthday is on the 1st of February. So for him to celebrate, he's found something quite interesting.
Yeah, I did. I got the idea for this video, actually seeing one of these when we were shopping around.
There was one in WH Smith.
I can't believe that they still actually make these.
Yeah, they used to have them for like all the different like can brands.
And the stuff that
brands.
can brands, other cans are available. But basically, what's in it hasn't moved for like, I don't know, 10
centuries.
for at least 50 decades. You thought the 100-year-old pencil thing was old. Wait until you see what's in this. I went to school in the 1700s.
Am I allowed to open it and have a look in, or do you want to open it?
I think I should open it.
Yeah,
it's mine.
should.
It's my birthday. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. Oh wow, a cocktail umbrella.
Essential stuff.
It's like when I was doing my homework if I wanted like a pina colada. I like, I need an umbrella. I wonder if it still works. Oh wow, look at it. There we go. Perfect. So we've got like, oh my god, we've got like a lot of pencils.
That doesn't surprise me that you used to have so many of
Oh, we can, oh, awesome, we can, oh, there's no lead in it. Oh, I can't use that one. Got a pen, one felt tip.
A blue one.
Oh, another mechanical pencil. Oh, there's lead in it too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yay.
So yeah, for nostalgia's sake, we thought we'd use Adam's old school pencil case, and we're going to draw ourselves what we look like when we were younger.
When we were in school, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan anyway. Oh, look, a silver, wow, a really...
Oh, is it a gel pen?
Yeah, silver one.
Oh, what's the brand? Oh, it's a Signal one. That's really good.
Look how much the ink's gone down.
Oh wow, you like that gel pen.
I must have used that a lot in school. Ugh. Oh.
What are you sniffing?
It's this rubber. Ugh. Smell that rubber.
Ugh.
It smells like school. It's so weird seeing all of these again. I have so many pens. I don't remember. I wonder if I got some from like the art rooms because...
Yeah, because these are actual proper pencils. Because if you look on
There's
them...
a 2H one.
There's like a 4B one.
I had no idea like any of these were even in here.
What age are you going to draw yourself?
I don't know, because especially in like, I guess what would be classed as high school, secondary school, you went through a lot of different phases.
Yeah. Because like in primary school, I essentially look the same as what I did as when I was a child.
Yeah, exactly.
But I went through like an angsty teenage phase where I used to do things with my hair and then I just stopped.
Monty used to be gothic too.
Is this true, Monty?
Yeah, Monty's later, I guess. Oh, we have to try and Photoshop like, let me zoom in on it. We have to try and Photoshop like a side fringe on Monty.
It's not that hard to imagine considering he used to have a bob cut.
He doesn't like to talk about his bob cut.
Oh, was that an awkward face?
Yes.
Oh, I've had an idea how I can draw myself. With an orange fringe. Can you remember
Oh,
the orange
whoa,
fringe?
yeah, oh my, that was such a long time ago.
So how are you finding it so far?
That's not fair. I went to, let me show you guys, right? If you draw something, like this beautiful abstract picture right here, if you try to erase it with, obviously, because this is rubber, this rubber's got to be like at least 15 years old.
We can say 50.
That's how it's from the 1800s when I used to go to school. If you go to rub it out, look what happens. I think the rubber's like not doing too great in its old age. Look at yours. Look how nice yours is coming along.
I'm still trying to figure mine out.
You totally used to do that.
Yeah, so I'm drawing myself with my hair fringe, if any of you guys remember that story. That was around the time I had an orange fringe.
We talked about your bowl cut.
And I used to go everywhere with a little pink camera and I used to record everything. And that was like before I even knew vlogging was a thing, and I used to take that camera all over the place.
I mean,
with
well,
me.
like, what year was that? Can you remember?
I first got it when I was in year 9, so probably when I was about 14. But just because I figured you've got an orange and a pink, and providing the work, I haven't tested it yet.
I've no idea if any of this works. That's why I didn't know the eraser worked.
I've got the colour for my camera and the colour for my hair.
It kind of looks like it fashioned like a steak out of a paintbrush. Look at that. I'm sure that's off a paintbrush of some kind.
You sound like you were in a gang.
No, yeah. We were in some, like, well, when we were in school, we were in this, like, art gang, and what we'd do is we'd sell pencils on the black market, and that's why I have so many of them. So all of these pencils are contraband, and if the police came, I had to get stabby with my little, like, paintbrush things, like, the cops are coming!
Are you trying to make yourself sound cooler in school than what you actually were?
Oh, yeah, I was alright, nerd, yeah. I had, like, no friends. Didn't have a gang or anything.
You had some friends.
Oh, I did, yeah. I was one of those people where you only had like a small group of friends, but it was so much better, I think. I think it's better having a small group of friends instead of having like loads of friends that you don't really know.
Out of curiosity as well, comment down below, guys, with what you find your worst subject to be. And is it because you hate the subject, or is it because you don't like the teacher? Because there's a difference.
Or you might be stupid like me and you just don't get it. You might have just spent your classes fashioning weapons to like stab people with, like I did. What clothes are you going to do for this?
So there's some details that I want to point out.
Oh, okay.
One is my zip earrings. I was very, very proud of my zip earrings.
You had zip earrings?
Yeah, they look like little black zips. And I had them in a few colours, actually.
Ooh.
Another one is my school polo shirt. How it worked in our school. Well, in the year 7, right? We had like a white shirt and like a tie, but then they changed all the school around and we became a sports academy.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that just the worst thing? Which, the good thing about becoming a sports academy is that we didn't need like white shirts and blazers and ties and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
The first 2 or 3 years of school or whatever, you'd have a black shirt and a red jumper, and then when you were in year 10 and year 11, it swapped the other way around, and you'd have a red polo shirt and a black jumper, I think it was.
Okay.
But I never had a jumper because I thought they looked uncool.
Oh, so you like rebelled?
Well, you didn't have to have one, it just meant I was cold.
I'm fighting the system, I'm freezing my butt off, but I'm rebelling.
And I'd always wear trousers as well. And because I was going through a bit of like a gothy phase or whatever, I'd probably have some kind of... I had a few little wristbands that I used
Didn't
to
you have
wear.
like mesh gloves?
Yeah, I used to sometimes wear those to school. Should have put those on.
Yeah.
And I used to have like a really big hairband that I used to wear sometimes. I had a bright green one and I also had one with polka dots on it. Oh god.
It looks like one of those grandma things that they put on their heads. I mean, do you guys have any like, if you're still in school obviously, do you guys have any like strict uniform rules? One thing I am really curious of, is there any like, God, I'm gonna sound so old, like, is there any like fashion trends that are in school now? Like, how do you even, is it cool to say that?
No, they used to be kind of like fashion trends. I say that very
I remember when ties used to be really small. Yeah, that was one.
If the knot was like too tight and small, those used to be called swap knots in our school.
Yeah, and people did yank them.
And another thing that people used to talk about a lot was budgies. If like
Budgies?
Yeah, if your trousers were too short, say if they were up here, that's budgies.
Oh, yeah.
You look like you've got little budgie bird legs.
Oh, we called them ankle bangers.
Oh my god.
Because they'd bang your ankles. And you know, if guys had blazers, they have like the flaps at the back.
We never had blazers, so I cannot relate.
Well, this is secondary school for me. The girls and the boys had blazers, but the girls' blazers didn't have like a cut in the back, but the boys' ones did, and it made like a flap. And those were called fart flaps.
Fart flaps?
Yeah.
Let's see if any of these work then, eh?
What? Oh, you're lighting it already.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't think Papermate wants to work.
It's like, I'm not your friend. There's another Papermate one here.
Oh, is there?
Do you want to try this one? Oh, there's 2.
Ooh.
We might be in luck. Let's try this. Wow. There you go, guys. If there's proof that it's old stuff in here.
It's proven that it doesn't work.
Okay, this is the last one.
So if this one doesn't work, we're all out of black ink. Okay, we're doing this in pencil then.
Try this one. I'm not sure what colour it is,
It
but...
might be blue, it looks...
Does it work?
Just stabbed a hole through like my sketch.
It's like, die!
That's scary.
Everything was very sharp that I used at school.
I wonder if the felt tip works.
Oh.
Oh, there's some very, very light blue coming out of it, but I don't have any.
There's some life in it. It's like, please kill me.
Let's do my orange fringe.
Oh, I hope that works.
Yay!
Oh, the highlighter works. What were your favourite bands when you were at this age?
Fallout Boy.
You like Fallout Boy?
Panic at the Disco.
Oh, a lot of people now, we get a lot of comics? We get a lot of comments from people that like Panic at the Disco now.
My shirt was meant to be red, but this is the closest colour we have to red, so I'm just going to roll with...
Yeah, I had a red jumper when I was like in primary school, so I think mine's going to have to be pink as well.
Are you drawing yourself in primary school?
Yeah, because I had really big glasses when I was in primary school.
I'm so jealous that Adam's one of the few cases, right, where his eyesight's actually got better as he's got older.
It's ever since I fell into that nuclear reactor and got superpowers.
So he used to have glasses when he was younger and he doesn't need them now.
At least not at the moment, anyway.
Have you got your hand up in class?
It's funny you should say, because I'd always try and avoid being asked, especially in primary school. I'd always avoid being asked. So if the teacher went, Adam, do you know the answer? I'd be like, I don't know! I'd put my hand up to say that I didn't know, so they'd leave me alone.
Or you could have your hand up so you can hold this little umbrella. You were Mary Poppins as a child.
I was abducted by Mary Poppins. I don't know my real family. Oh, you found a pencil that works.
Yeah. And it's actually a darker grade than the one that was meant to be a 4B of the Nameless brand.
So this is just a HB one, I think.
And it's funny because it's actually called a school pencil.
Oh god, no way, look at that!
I've always associated these as school pencils,
Yeah.
but I didn't realise it actually called itself one.
It's Norris's school pencil.
Do you guys use these in America or like overseas or anything? Cause
It's a very like British thing, I
yeah,
think.
because I've just noticed on here it says UK, so I was just wondering what's the standard pencil that you guys use over wherever you are?
That'd be actually really interesting. Because here, well, when we were in school, when you were learning to write, you had to do everything in pencil.
Oh no! And then you upgraded and got your pen license for the Beryl handwriting pen.
And that's exactly right. When you learned how to write, they'd give you a pen.
It's such a nostalgia throwback, this video.
This entire video has, yeah, it's been crazy. Let me show you guys. I need to line it a bit darker like Steph's, but that's what I've got so far. Putting my hand up saying no! And also, guys, I've got to make sure I get these on camera. I thought I was the, oh, there we go. I thought I was the coolest kid with my Velcro shoes. I could tie them up so quickly.
I think it's so cute that you've drawn your kid self.
Well,
'Cause I'm so angsty.
the thing is, in secondary school, like, you tend to go through all your phases and style changes and stuff, but
Yeah.
I pretty much remained the same. I didn't really change much at all.
I'm gonna have to shade my hair in. It was actually a bit of like a dark reddy browny colour. Well, it had a bit of a purple hue to it as well. With the limited colours that we are working with, this will suffice. If I just caught you vandalising something.
It's my school urges, I gotta stab something. Yeah.
Are you stabbing the page?
Yeah. Because I might try and thread the umbrella through. So it'll kind of look like I'm holding the umbrella.
Your little glasses are so cute.
I think Mum actually still has them. They're so small, but when I was a kid, they were like huge things. I was like, oh, I can see everything. Now it just looks like
Out
I'm
of
yelling
curiosity,
at the
can you try on my glasses? I want to see what you look like.
Oh, you've got such thick lenses.
No, I don't make fun of how blind I am.
Whoa! I can see into the future in these. Whoa!
Isn't it horrible when you wear someone else's glasses and you're walking along and the floor kind of does this?
Oh my word!
Do you think my eyesight's bad?
Yeah, it hurts. Your eyesight actually hurting me.
Okay, enough of that. I don't want
my-
you to go permanently
I
blind.
feel so sorry for you. No wonder the opticians was like, whoa. When you remember when we went to the opticians and we took you and they were like, this person needs help.
I couldn't see like the first letter on the chart.
It's like a massive A and you were like, is it a hashtag?
It's genetic in my family though. We all wear glasses.
Oh my word. Oh, your eyes. Now I had a red jumper when I was in school, so because we don't have a red, and because you've done pink,
Yeah.
I'll probably go with orange. Kind of matches my umbrella too, which is
Oh
kinda
yeah, it does. I always feel like cheering for you whenever you get a colour correct.
Yay! Well, that's the thing with like being colorblind as well. I mean, it's obvious that you can't see the color correctly, but you can train yourself to see the color. That's why I think those glasses that you can get are kind of a rip-off, because if you just try, you can probably...
If you just try.
if you squint really hard. No, but you can train yourself to see, well, not to see the colours because you're colourblind, but you can train yourself to know that that's the right colour. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's a very sort of subtle difference.
Yeah,
so if you
I mean,
focus on it enough.
The only time you probably would get really stuck is when you have like tones of stuff that are really close together. That's when it does get really hard because they all kind of blend into one, but... Other than that, it's not that hard.
Like there was that time before where I pointed out a yellow car and you went, I thought that was green.
Yeah, it was like a mustard yellow.
Yeah, and now you've
Yeah.
said, like, I know that colour's yellow now because you've said so, but I always see it as green.
So when we go past it now, I'm like, check out that yellow car.
Showing off your colour skills.
Get a good shot at my Velcro shoes.
Okay.
These were, and they were so cool because they had these like little windows on. Because the Velcro obviously goes over the whole like part of the shoe at the top. And it had these little doors, and if you put your thumb on it, like a knight in armor would appear. It had like holograms on it, and they were so cool.
What?
And I used to pretend like whenever the knight showed up, I could run really fast. Don't laugh.
That's really cute.
My socks never stayed up. I used to love pulling my socks up.
Wow, you've never shared that piece of info with me.
I'm starting to realise why I didn't have very many friends. Like, who's that loser running around with his socks pulled up?
Oh, when I was really little, I remember what I used to always find really traumatising is after PE, when you were getting dressed, when you'd button up your shirt wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd end up missing one, and then there'd be like weird little gaps. And as a kid, I just couldn't figure out how adults could do it properly.
What is the sorcery?
I'd have someone help dress me before school, and then if I had to dress myself after PE,
You're on your own from then on. Oh no, I need an adult.
I was in the right state.
Why are you making so much noise?
Because I'm trying my hardest to use this pencil to scribble in all these trousers. Or as Americans would say, pants.
You're not wearing any pants. That means something completely different
Yeah, in England, underpants are pants. I love the way you draw in those glasses.
No, seriously, no joke. I wish we had them here and not at Mum's because they were so... If you imagine like films in the 80s and characters have these really big 80s style glasses, they were just like those. And I think that my mum thought they were perfect for me. Although they were gold coloured, and I wish we had like a gold gel pen so I could look really blinging with them. Seriously, if I find them, guys, I'll probably tweet a picture of them so you can see them. When I was in primary school, I did have a... Well, same colour hair, obviously, but I had a bowl cut as well. That was very...
Is that something we had in common?
Yeah. That's what made us become soulmates. We talked about bowl cuts. I can totally see why I didn't have very many friends. This has been a very therapeutic video. Yeah. Like, it all makes sense now.
I like how your idea of celebrating your birthday is assessing why you didn't have friends as a child.
So guys, I was just adding some shading to mine. I was adding some really cool shading, and then look who tries to upstage me in my birthday video.
I didn't want to be left behind.
She's just like, that's really cool, I'm gonna copy him.
Birthday to you.
Okay, I was forgiven.
And if you want to see what Adam got up to for his last birthday, we have a video of that, so we can link it.
I actually did a Una stuff last year. Whoa, that was ages ago.
And it's cool because it wasn't out back then, but now it is. So
it is now. Yeah, if you want to read the webcomic that I do, it's in the description, so you can check that out if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say checking out Una is probably going to be one of the best birthday presents you could give for Adam.
Yeah, that'd be really sweet, guys. It's free to read in the link. It doesn't cost anything to read it, so it's all there.
But we'll see you again next week for another Doodle Date.
Doodle Date.